smashing my garlic out of its skin. You don't have to do this, but this skin on this purple garlic is kind of thick, and I'm doing this so that my butter the garlic infuses my butter, because that's where all the flavor's at. And we're going to have a juicy, delicious ribeye. And I'm going to teach you how to do this so you can do it for your family, for your girlfriend, for your boyfriend. And you'll be the talk of the town, the hit of the party, the best boyfriend, girlfriend in the world, because who doesn't love a ribeye? Seriously, when you go to parties, like big events, like weddings or bar and bat mitzvahs, just gonna rinse my hand. There's always that choice of fish, steak, or chicken, and people are always like, oh, I don't eat red meat anymore, I'm wanting to trim down on the red meat. What's the biggest seller? The steak. So it's important to know how to make a good steak. Even if you're eating it once in a blue moon, preferably not every day, you should know how to make it. All right, so I am now going to season my gorgeous ribeye. I'm going to bring it over here so you can see me closer over here. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm going to season it. We're going to season it really generously on both sides, right? Because that's muy importante. Very important, seasoning it generously, and I'm using flake salt or kosher salt. Very important. And I'm going to flip it on the other side, season generously, because it's a nice thick piece of ribeye, right? Okay, my pan is hot. I've got some really nice French butter. And I like to use unsalted butter, because that way I can gauge how salty things are. But you know, knock yourself out. Just be careful not to add too much butter on your end, and taste as you go, season as you go, so you know not to over salt. Key is to find the right balance so that people at the table aren't having to season their food. All right, a nice knob of butter is going in my pan. Sizzle, sizzle. Now I'm going to rinse my hands again. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. It's sizzling. We don't have smell-o-vision, but we do have sound. That's really good. That's what I want. I'm going to throw in my garlic. I'm going to throw in a little other no butter. This is really delicious butter too. You can see, whoop, my hand is wet, so it's slipping, how creamy it is. All right, that's going in. Wiping my hands down. All right, so now I'm going to snip a few stems off my rosemary, and rosemary is really the best herb. I'm going to throw this right into there. Season that up. Get that going. Can you see that gorgeousness? Woo! Yes, now I'm going to take my tongs. Oh, I can smell the butter and the garlic and the rosemary. Just hit my nose. Just hit me. Oh, so good. I'm going to take this side, the fat side, the yummy side, and I'm just going to let it sear right there. Let that sear, get a nice crust, turning up the heat just a little bit. I don't want to burn my butter. Can you hear that? Oh, it's going to be good. All right, get my hair out of my face. How's everybody this week? If you're there, please say hello. that much more tender and that much more flavorful. But you're already starting with a really delicious flavored piece of meat. Next to that, my next favorite steak, ribeye is my favorite, is the New York steak, the New York strip. And then I love, the ranchero steak, the skirt steak that you make carne asada with. Rinsing my hands, always rinsing, always rinsing. Checking on my butter and my garlic. All right, now I'm gonna flip this. Oh, you look at that gorgeousness. Now that's what you want that first side to look like. A nice crust, caramelized. You see the smoke coming out. Yummy, yummy. I'm gonna bathe this side in the butter. I have terrible allergies, you all. I don't know. You guys been suffering from allergies? If it's not one thing, it's another. All right. That is going. That's just the thing of beauty. All right, now I'm going to mash up my yams. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm going to put a knob of butter in here as well. This is a low-cal dinner, my friends. Very low-cal. My steak is looking fabulous. It's smelling amazing. And just, the potatoes are so beautifully roasted that they're just mashing up with a fork. I don't need a potato masher. You could do this if you have a big batch, obviously, in a mixer as well, with a whisk attachment. I've got the butter in there, working its magic. There it goes. My steak is sizzling away. It smells amazing. All right. I've got my butter whisked into here. We know that fruits and vegetables that have a darker color inside are higher in vitamins and minerals and everything that's good for you. Higher in antioxidants, that's what I was looking for. So we know that these are better for you. And plus they're just so gorgeous to look at. I mean, look at this color. It does sort of scream fall. We are in August, on the heels of fall. I just did that. I baked it at 400 degrees, the sweet potatoes in my oven for about a half an hour. Prick some holes in the potato with a knife so the heat penetrates, right? All right, now I'm going to wipe my plate down. I'm going to put a big dollop of my sweet potatoes right there. Beautiful. I'm going to check my steak on this side. Oh, look at that gorgeousness. Look at that. All right. I can tell that it's still about medium rare. Right? Put this here. I'm going to take it off the flame. there's a 10% off for my new customers for delivery. And of course, you can